Hello, hello, Stampin' friends. Welcome, welcome. This is Monica Gioberti with Stampin' with Monica. And I am a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator located in Stafford, Virginia. That is about 40 miles south of Washington, D.C., in case you don't know where that is. And I have been a demonstrator for over 22 years, celebrated them in May. And I'm here tonight for part 4, day 4 of our craft along. And if you've been following me or either here on my Facebook page or YouTube, or you got my emails, you should have seen the videos that I've done Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and tonight is the last one. So what happened was that I collaborated with 3 other demonstrators friends. We designed 2 projects each, and so for a total of 8 projects, and we put together this craft along. Basically, we combined 2 classes, and we called this craft along the Tractor Tidying and Holiday Cheer. The reason why is because we used 2 different bundles, or we're using 2 different bundles. One is the Jolly Holly, that is a hybrid bundle. Both of the bundles are in the online exclusive, so you can only find them in my online store. And the other one, and I've showed the 4 projects during my lives on Sunday and Monday. Yesterday and today, we focused on the Tractor & Co. bundle. It's a cutie patootie bundle. Hello, Marcia, and hello, Sharon. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for saying hi. If you're popping on, don't be shy. Say hi, like our friends are doing here. And so I was just telling you that I'm featuring the Tractor & Co. bundle, another one that you can find only on the online store. And this is a kind of an all occasion stamp set that has thinking of you, birthday, season greetings. So obviously, because it was the cheer, holiday cheer, we're gonna do the projects that we my 2 friends have designed with this are obviously for the holidays. I designed my projects using the Jolly Holly, and my friend Judy and Jen designed with the Tractor & Co. So if you did not were not here last night, missed it, or didn't see my email, and also I designed with you these cards. This is the one. It's so stinking cute, this bundle. And this is the other one that says, thanks for pulling me through. Then you open it up, and then that is pulling through. Isn't that cool? Beautiful, right? So tonight I'm going to show you a card, another fun fold card, and a box, okay? So stick with me because it's all fun. I've done most of the stamping and die cutting tonight. Otherwise, it would have been here, forever, because not forever, for a long time, and I did not want to do that. Also because we're making a box, but you saw me last night cutting, so you know what the dies do. We have all these parts, and as you can see here, we have the dies that die cut. This die cuts that. I don't know the name, the terminology. This is the wagon. This will die cut the trees. This is for the pumpkin. This is for the corn leaves. This will die cut the corn. And then what else? We have 2 for the wheels, the haystack. Then we have the little banner right there. Where did I see it? Right there. Then we also can cut the seat for the tractor, as well as the grid that goes in front. We have the inside of the wheels here. And then also we have these two extra that I will call it the bumpers. And this is the tree, detailed tree. And then we have the little chicken. So basically the dies cut everything here, plus you have extras. Okay, so it's this I think is $53. I would have to say it's worth it because it's great. So these two are the first two projects included, and tonight I'm gonna go and do a third one, a third card, and then we'll put together the box. Okay. Okay. So we are going to start with grabbing the supplies. For those of you that got the kit ahead of time, you should have these elements minus the designer series paper, because you will need to cut your own based on the tutorial provided. The other thing that we did not provide was the die cutting of the designer series paper, because we sent the packet and you would just cut with your own dies in the bundle. But we provided the arch, and this is what I'm gonna use that I already die cut, and this comes from, you will have your little scrap of paper, and this comes from this tree. I'm gonna do the card as in the tutorial, and then I will show you a little bit of a modified one. Okay, so then you have the idea. So this is a fun fold. Okay, and this is basically, you get one card per sheet of cardstock because this is big. So we're gonna fold this mountain valley, and then this is mountain or valley, I don't know how you call it, but this is the fold. Okay, that goes on top. You need your bone folder to crease all the score lines. So let's go and make sure that this is creased well. This is creased well. Hope everybody's doing okay, having a good weather. Today was not as bad as in the past. The humidity is a little bit less, but whoo, doggy. Yes, it is pretty hot here. Okay. So if you're popping on, say hi. I see Donna. Thank you for joining us, Donna. So glad that you're here. Okay, so we are going to start gluing down the designer series paper. First of all, for those of you that are not aware, the part of the kit includes half a pack of the Need for Tweed designer series paper, another product that you can find in the online store only. And then we have combined it with these embellishments. These are the pressed flowers motifs. These are in the annual catalog. And then we have obviously an entire spool of the real red and white baker's twine. Okay, so this is the pack, half of this plus that. If you missed the opportunity to sign up for the kit and you want to get both of them, then you still have the opportunity. Or I also decided to offer the two separate classes if you want to get the supplies to recreate them. Okay, and I will probably do a separate video to show you everything all together. Now let's do our gluing. So we're going to glue our designer series paper. Let me grab my liquid glue. So the first one that we're going to glue, and I love the patterns of this. It is truly a tweed. So let me just go put some liquid glue here. And we're going to put it right here. Okay. Like such. Then we're gonna flip this. Oops, my hands are gluey. And so then we're gonna use that. And we're gonna put it down here. Good thing that we are covering the mess. And then we're gonna fold this, and we're gonna take this pattern, and that's the reverse. We're gonna glue it down, and this is the fun fold. Excuse me. And here we go. So the important is that we have all these lined up. Ooh, I got a frog in my throat. I have to drink something. Let me grab a sip of water. Ooh, hello, Judy. So here we are. So this is that, and then let's just put together the skeleton of this card, and then we'll go with that. I am going to do, no, I'm going to wait to do that. Let's do the inside, okay? I'm going to work on the inside first and go outside. So we have the arch. No, I'm going to go in order. So I'm going to do the focal point. To do this, let me tell you what we're needing, okay? The colors that we need are balmy blue and a blending brush. We are using cherry cobbler. We are using, let me grab here, old olive. Oh, we are using our memento, and that's it. So these are the colors, okay, that we're using for this. So memento, old olive, cherry cobbler, and balmy blue. What are we going to use as well? We need a scrap of paper that you would die cut if you have some kind of a cloud shape. Die cut it, okay? Because we're going to do a little bit of texture. Added some texture. Hello, Cynthia. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so we're going to do that, and I'm just going to go and, I don't remember what I did, but let's pretend that I know, because I don't remember. But we're going to create a sky here, as you can tell. Okay. Then I'm going to move this. Oh, let's keep it a little bit like that. No, like that. Let's do it like that. Put a little bit of clouds there. Look at that. And then another one right there. Okay. And then I'm going to move around like such. And then around like such. And then we're going to go like there, because I did not like that. Okay, and I'm going to go all the way down just because. Okay, I hope you can see. Let's move this. Okay, and this part, we technically don't need it, but just in case, I'm going to show it to you. Oops, don't move. There. Okay, we don't need this part down here. You'll see why. So we have some sky. Isn't this cool? Right? Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little piece of designer series paper, and I'm going to put it down here. Okay. And I'm going to glue it with my liquid glue since I have it here. Glue it down. I should have waited, but that's okay. I'm going to be good because I need to stamp on this element right here. Okay, we're gonna grab the sentiment that says season greetings and cherry cobbler. Okay, and let's do a good job, Monica, because you oughta, since you've done all that. This one is gonna go right there, smacked in the middle. Okay, so for those of you that have the the tutorial, you've seen, now we have this little tree and we're gonna pop it right here in the middle. But I'm gonna show you after I'm done with this a modified version of what I did on my sample, just to give you an idea of what you can do as well, because I think you have extra paper and you can die cut extra. So this is going to do that in the middle. So my front is done. Let me just do, where did I put here? I'm gonna do a small bow. Okay, I'm gonna fold this one in half and then I'm gonna do a bow. Okay, so remember, if you did not have a chance to register and maybe you weren't sure, and if you happen to like what you see and you will like the kit, it's still available. We can still cut kits and send it out. You can also just purchase the tutorial if you would like, or for $25, or you can get it for free with a $50 order or more in merchandise. So then you will get whatever you want to order plus a free tutorial that you can use and to replicate these, or get the class. And the class includes a goodie bag, the supplies, this is a little big, the supplies, and also the PDF tutorial. Okay, let's do it this way. And I'm going with the tutorial. So this is what it has. Okay, so we're gonna put this one right on top. I'm gonna roll this one and then put it right on top. The bow is bigger than the tree, but that's okay. We're gonna leave it like that. This is how. Now we're gonna put some of the embellishments right away, so then I'm done, and then I can finish assembling, do the inside. Okay, so we're gonna put a few of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, maybe right there. Okay, so that is that. This one gets glued on here, and guess what? We're gonna use dimensionals because we can, right? When in doubt, pop it up. That is my line of thought. Okay, so there we go. Now let's work on the inside. For the inside, we're going to do a bunch of stamping. The first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to stamp my, in cherry cobbler, I'm going to stamp the wagon. And okay, so that's where I'm going to stamp it, pretty much right here. Okay, then I can put this away because I don't need it. I'm gonna grab my old olive, grab the trees stamp. Okay, stamp it, ink it well, and then we're going to, because it's photopolymer, you can, voila, look at that. There you go. And now I will clean these after. I'm gonna grab my memento. And I'm gonna try to do a good job stamping the wheels. I don't know if they're wheels. You know what they are, right? Okay, let's ink this one well. Yes. Okay, here we go. There's always a way of fixing things. But I'm good. It's not. Well, I'm gonna show you how we can fix it if I don't like it, okay? Okay, I decided that I don't like it. So what I have, and I had it here, I stamped extra wheels because I knew I was going to kind of mess it up. I knew that because it was hard. See, I don't like it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this and then you're just going to be patient. And I'm going to go and die cut these wheels and we're going to just camouflage everything. Because nobody will know what's underneath, right? So I'm gonna go die cut this quickly. And then you'll be pretending that I stamped it beautifully, centering it and everything. That I did not do it, but that's okay. So I'm going to be cutting this quickly while you're watching at my messy grid paper. And voila. So now I can position this and camouflage it. Ha! Nobody would know. Okay, let me put this one over there. Okay, there we go. So let's pretend that this is what I wanted to do. And this is also something that if it happens to you, you know what to do, right? There's never a mistake, always the opportunity to embellish. That's how I'm gonna call it. There you go. So we have that. And this will go into the inside of our card. A little bit there, in the middle, and there. So I don't need a bazillion. And I'm gonna go and put it down here. Okay. This gets closed like that. Now we're gonna grab a belly band that you will cut from the designer series paper, and all the measurements are in the tutorial. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hold it here. I always start from the middle. I always do that, and then I pinch and pinch, and then we have the belly band. Okay, and now we're going to secure it. So this is kind of in the middle if you want to make sure that you're not going to show it. There we go. So now I'm going to take a little bit of my liquid glue, put it down here, and this belly band should be tight, but tight enough that I can, you know, move it up and down. Okie dokie. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put 2 dimensionals on here so I know it's not going to come off. And then this one is gonna be in the center. So I'm gonna put let me see here. One is there. I'm gonna put one set there. Can't you tell that I love dimensionals? Dimensionals are the best. Let's see if I put them down correctly, because I need this to be centered and not show. Voila. So this is our card. You open it up like this and ta-da, you have it. Now let me show you my a modified version of the front. I'm going to show you my original. Let me put it together. And I did the same inside, basically. I'm going to show you. So this is the other option that you could do. Let me close it up. So instead of just one tree, I put 3. 3 is the magic number. And then I also kind of, you know, stack them up a little bit here. So you will get, so this is what is in the tutorial. And this is what you could do by die cutting extra paper. And the inside is exactly the same. I did my wheels separated. Okay, so this is your card, the first project of the night, but this will be card number 3 in the craft along for this class with the Tractor and Co. Now, as far as we going for the, now we're going to do the box, okay? So be ready. The box. These are the parts. For those of you that got the kit, you already have it scored, okay? And so here we go. This is the part. Then this is the other part that you'll have already scored. Okay, this is all the designer series paper that you would need to cut. And I'm not going to tell you measure and everything because everything is in the tutorial. But this, so 2 of this is the same pattern, just flipped. You will be able to finish the box using almost one sheet, okay? You will have some left from one sheet of paper. So that, then you have these little pieces right here, 1, 2, and this piece, which one is this piece right there, okay? And then you will have this pattern for the top. So this is the box and this is the top, okay? So you have it there, but everything is in the tutorial. Let me put it over there. And then I'm going to show you what you need to stamp, okay? And then we'll put the box together. Okay, what do we need to stamp? You have your piece that has the corner cut. Then these are extra that I already die cut on my own, but you will have your pieces of silver foil to cut 4 of these, okay? And then you have your basic black to cut the seat and the grid, and all the dies are in here that I showed you. This is for the grid and this is for the seat, okay? So let me just show you. I'm going to set this aside because I don't want to lose it. And then we're going to go ahead and do the stamping. So colors for this project. The colors that we are in need of are, we need Cherry Cobbler, Timid Tiger. If you don't have Timid Tiger, you can do Pumpkin Pie, Daffodil Delight, Garden Green, and that's it. Old Olive, we don't need it because we used it before, and that's it. So 3 colors. Okay, so let me show you. I'm going to start stamping with Garden Green. With Garden Green, you will need, let me grab my chamois here because I need to clean the Season Greetings one. And then, what do I need? This one cleaned. Okay. So we're going to start with, let me clean this one as well, so then everything is cleaned. Okay, we're gonna start with stamping the, oh, where is that? Did I lose it? Did I lose it? Either I'm blind as a bat. Let me see. I don't think I put it back because I just stamped with it. Oh, it's hiding. It's hiding. So we're going to start with the skeleton of the tractor, okay? It is a lot of dies, yes, but it's so fun, so fun. So we're going to start stamping with, okay, tractor. Then we're going to do the trailer or whatever you call it, okay? Remember, English is not my first language. Okay, that is green. Garden green, we don't need any more. We're going to move on to Timid Tiger. And for Timid Tiger, we are going to, so we're going to stamp, I'm going to tell you. This image, these, the chicken, the haze, the pumpkin, the tractor, and this one, okay? So now with Timid Tiger, I'm going to do my pumpkin. No, I'm going to go in order. I'm going to do the tires first with our memento because I want to show you. So I'm going to do the large, one large, and then we're going to do 3 small ones. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that is our black. Now we're gonna go with garden green. I forgot I need this, so we're gonna go back to that, and we're gonna stamp the leaves. So I should have done this with garden green. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 3 sets of these. That now I'm gonna go with Daffodil Delight, and we're gonna do the haystacks, whatever you want to call them. And we're gonna do 1, 2, okay. And then while we have our Daffodil Delight, we're going to stamp the corn separate because the dies are separate, okay. Voila, we're done everything with daffodil. Now we're gonna grab our cherry cobbler, and with that I'm going to do the little chick that will go over there like that. And then last but not least, you're going to stamp your pumpkins. Right here. Okay? And I think I've done everything that I needed. Obviously, there you go. So this big piece of paper is in your kit. You're gonna use these, and the colors are Garden Green, Daffodil Delight, and Garden Green. Then you have Timid Tiger or Pumpkin Pie, Cherry Cobbler, and the wheels in Memento. And then you're gonna go and die cut everything. And I've already done that, but this is how it's gonna look when it's die cut it. See? So now it's time for us to put everything together. And let me clean and put away all the stamps that I don't need anymore, so I don't get confused. I've done a little bit of work ahead of time as far as assembling a few things. So, but I'm gonna walk you through it, but it's very simple. Nice squeaky, squeaky clean. Love my chamois here. Okay. So, I don't need this. Okay. And I'm going to put all the things that I don't need away so then I don't get confused again. Okay. I just need these two. Okie dokie. Let's put this box together. So this, it's very solid, and this is not, okay, you could use, right now we sell 12 by 12 thick basic white, okay, but how many of you already have you know, the backing of the designer series paper? I bet you have a bazillion. Okay, so this is what it is the backing of the designer series paper. Okay, and this is the thick basic white. This is the backing, and this is the thick basic white. Just wanted you to know. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I am gonna show you how to cut this. So let me grab my scissors. So we're gonna do, it's like cutting any other, creating any other box. So this will be the lid of the box. Okay, my golly, my eyes are like, shoo, doggy. If I only could see. This is what I need to do. That's how bad it is. Okay, really bad. So once you have that, we're gonna miter this, miter that. And I told you already that I don't like crease the score lines before I do my cutting, because it's easier for me to do it this way because I'm blind. Okay, so this is that what you do on one side, you repeat it on the other side. Okay, when you make a box, always use the same. You could have done it this way, but then you have to repeat it the other way around. Okay, hope that is clear. This is cut. Then we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Voila. Okie dokie. There we go. Now, let me clean. Now I can fold it. I was just thinking which side I like the best, but it doesn't matter. Okay. And before I put the box together, I'm gonna glue the designer series paper that I showed you before. Okay. Be quick, like such. Okie dokie. So let's flip this. Let's grab the pieces. So this is my lid. I should have this. Let me think. This goes right there. Am I missing? Yes, I was missing. So this and this and this goes like that, and this goes like that. Okay, are we good? So I'm gonna put adhesive here, and then if I mess up, I can have a different pattern showing. Considering, okay, so this goes down here. Okay, like that. Then I'm gonna put, I have a new glue, but it's not working there. So now I'm gonna put this one down, line it up, put it there. Then I'm gonna do the same for this. And then when you assemble your box, you could use tear and tape, Seal Plus, liquid glue, whichever strong adhesive you would like to use. To me, liquid glue helps me a bit. So now I'm gonna put adhesive here and here. Okay, and this will go like that. We're going to do a flush. Hello, Denise. I just saw your name pop on. Thank you for joining us. Like that. Okay. And then there and there. Like that and like that. Okie dokie. So we're gonna set it aside, let it dry. You could use some pins if you want to. I'm just gonna, so this is the top of the box, okay? Now let's work on our box itself. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna cut slits here, okay? I'm gonna need, no, I can see good. This one is wider, so I can see better. Okay, now some of the backing of the designer series paper have, you know, the print on it. I found this one that didn't have it, but if it has the print, you want the print to be facing the inside, to be on the inside. So when you fold your paper here, just make sure, okay? Now we're going to do this on here, do this on here. Same things that we did. Let me just flip this one like that. Same thing that we did before. I needed a better cut. Okay, this is a very sturdy box. So to make it easier, I'm gonna do it this way. And this way. Okay. Voila. There we go. Not the best, but let's pretend. Okay, here we go. So now this will be my outside and this will be the inside, okay? So now I'm going to glue my, let me just fold everything so I can see the lines well. Okay, I'm gonna fold, crease this one. I'm trying to go a little bit quick so we're not here all night long. Okay, so remember, if you're interested in getting the kits for the classes all together or the two separate one or just the tutorial, I've sent out emails with all the information, but I also will do a separate video showing all the projects, okay? So now these will be going right here. And then I forgot these will go here. I forgot to put them down, so I'm gonna do it at the end. That's what these two pieces were for. Okay, let me grab my liquid glue. Let's focus on one thing at a time. So I'm gonna show the other pattern, because remember, we're using one sheet for top and bottom, for top and the box itself and the lid. We're centering this to the best of our abilities. Okay, or ability, whatever you want to say it. Okie dokie. We're gonna do that like such, same distance, voila. Okay, then I'm gonna have these here, and then it doesn't matter where you're gluing it, but then you have to pay attention, okay? You could even put the box together first and glue the designer series paper after, but I think it's easier this way, for me at least. Okay, and we are going to put adhesive here and put it down here. Okay, and now we are going to assemble this box pretty much the same way as we did for the top. Okay, you could even just put the glue, if you're using liquid glue, and let it sit for a little bit. And that's what I'm going to do for a minute while I finish this, because I forgot to put these on the side of my lid. It looked a little naked, so now it's not. We're going to just center it. See why I say that it's easier to put it when everything is flat. Now, where's the other one? Where did I put the other one? Lordy, lordy, here it is. I always lose stuff, even if it is in front of my nose. Okay, so then I'm gonna do that for this. Okay, and there we go. So now this, I can leave it alone and let it dry. Now for this, okay, so we are going to glue this, okay, so we're going to glue on the side where we don't have the designer series paper, and then I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, I'm gonna do that and do that here. Okay, if you have extra, clean it up. Okay, and now I'm going to put adhesive here or here. No, I like to do it on this one. By now it should be like, you know, pros in making boxes, because we've shown you how to make boxes in the past few days. So now I'm gonna take this and then I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna repeat it on this. Okay, and voila. So now we're gonna just make it like so and make it like so. Now these two are facing me, the seams are facing me on this side, so this is the back for me. Okay, and so I gotta remember, because I need to decorate the front. So now let me put my cover my top. And voila, you have the box. Isn't this cool? And this box, it's pretty big. You can put a bazillion of cards. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. They go down like that. So 4 plus the envelopes. I think you can put at least 6 cards in here, or you can even try 8 because this is pretty sturdy. Okay. So now I'm going to, oops, I said that I'm going to decorate it the front, and I'm going to show you how. So let's make sure that this is still my front. Okie dokie. So first thing, I'm going to work on this. Let me show you. All of this die cut comes out to be like such. So I already done the work of putting all the little pieces that would come out, because when you die cut the corn itself, they will come out separate and you can just put it on. So I already did, and I like to put mini dimensionals. That's my preference. You could use liquid glue. Yes, Denise, you can put anything in this box. It's pretty big, even a bunch of cookies. But anyways, I put mini dimensionals and I did it already. So I secured everything in the back, as you can see, because, you know, it's pretty simple to tell you and simple to do. And what I'm going to do now, before I forget, I'm going to put 1 dimensional, extra dimensional here down. You can do extra small if you want, extra mini, but we can do it this way. Okay, like that. Okay, so now the tedious part will be just to peeling off the mini dimensionals, but it's easy peasy, nice and easy, right? So we can do that. So the first one that I'm putting down here will be the one that I think will be going in the middle. Somewhat in the middle. Then we're going to put 1 on each side. And that way we have decorated the top. Okay, and I'm going to go, so this is, I'm showing you what the tutorial has. Whoops. Okay, like that, and this one. Okie dokie. I know it's like, oh, so many dies, but it's so fun. And this one is gonna go like that. It doesn't matter if they overlap, okay? You could do these 2 first and then do this popping up. You could even do that if you want to. Right now, I'm just gonna leave it like that, okay? As you can see, these are popping up more than the middle. You can do the reverse, just saying. Okay, so what else do I need to do? I need to take out all the pieces and show you. So I said that I had my wheels, 1, 2, 3 small, 1 large, then the pumpkin, the chicken, the haystacks, right? And then cut out the tractor and whatever is called the thing that comes back. And then we have 3 small in silver foil and 1 large, and we're going to put them on right there. And then I already die cut the grid, and this is the wheel, and this is the seat that you can stamp and die cut if you want, but we just die cut it out of basic black. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is put a little bit of glue here, liquid glue. A tiny drop, if it comes out as a tiny drop, please. Woo! Well, I'm going to spread it out. There. I could use a whatchamacallit, what do you call it? A silicone mat. Would have been nice, but I don't have it with me. Okay. Gonna spread all around. Small one goes in there. The large goes right here. Cool beans! You could use tweezers if you wanted to, but I'm not that talented with those, so we're gonna go with fingers. And maybe make a mess, like I'm just doing now. But I can clean it. Okay. And this one. Voila. Okay? Nope. Not okay. You got a stick. Stick down for me, please. There we go. Let me do this for a minute. I don't have wipes, but I can use my squeegee. Okay? Then, hello, Joanne Ramsey. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put my tractor together. So this is how I did it, okay? So I'm going to grab dimensionals. I started from this. So this is my top. Like that. And then I'm going to put a mini right there. Okay? So I decided I'm going to eyeball it and decide that this will be where my wheel is gonna go, and I'm gonna stick down here, kind of. Okay, this way I know where these go. Like that. One in the middle for this one. Like that, right? Yes. Then on this one, I'm going to put one there and two small. You could go all flat if you want it. Just regular glue. But you know me, right? You know me. This one is going to go because the wheels will have... Oops. Everything is sticking. The wheel will have to go this low, so this is gonna go down there. Voila. This is how I measure things. Okay. There, and the last one right there. Okie dokie. Then we have our trail. How cute! Now, more dimensionals. Oh, I need more glue, because I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue here. Woo, I said a bit, not a ton. Okay, now it's going to be fun. I'm going to just put this one up here. Like such. It has to be on top of that. Okay, this is the grid. Like that. Now, I am going to put my pumpkins. Let me see. If I put my pumpkins, actually I would need to stay a little bit low. and you'll see why. And my pumpkin will be here. Then I have my seat, and my seat will have a bit of a dimensional, and there's a front and the back, okay, just so you know. I'm gonna put it down there. It doesn't matter if it shows because this is gonna go under. And now I'm left with these parts, okay? But I need to stamp, and I'm gonna use Cherry Cobbler, and I'm gonna stamp Season Greetings on one of the stacks, and I'm gonna start and keep it up here high, and then the stamp that says hey, 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 and I'm gonna stamp it right there, okay? So let's see if I can do something decent here. Grab a one-dimensional, and I'm gonna put it, this goes down up here and up here, okay? So now my hey is gonna go there, and then my Season Greetings is gonna go, needs to be covered there. So this is how it's gonna be for me. Then I'm gonna take my seat and tuck it in there. I could even, now it's just the positioning of placing it. This could have been, this should be up here. No, I did mine like this. Oh, there we go. Season Greetings, and this is gonna go down here. Voila. The seat and that, and the little chicken, and then we're gonna put the embellishments, and then we are done. Voila. Okay, embellishments, and then I'm gonna show you what I did on my sample. Okay, I'm gonna do one here, and then I'm gonna do another one right there. So we camouflage that there, and then another one on the pumpkin. Right there, 1, 2, 3, but we can go with more if we wanted to. You can put more, but I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, and then you can put it on the box, but like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need another one. Where should I put this one? Up here. I don't know. There. Okay. So this is your box. Top, front, side, a little crooked, I just noticed, then moved, and back. Okay, so there you go. What I did in mine, I added the little string. Okay, you can see this is what the tutorial, and this is the extra if you want to do it and use the embellishments that you already have. I put only 3, but you can put more if you want. Okay, so for tonight, these are the 2 projects, and I'm going to show you all together the for this class only. You have this card, 1, you have this beautiful card, and this other fun fold. Thanks for pulling me through. There you go. So these are part of the class of the Tractor & Co. class. okay? And so if you were not sold on this bundle, I hope we did. It's a fun one. Look at the banner. It can be, you know, happy birthday with a bunch of banners on the trail. And then you can do a bunch of stuff. So this is the class, and I will put all the information at the top of this video if you're interested. So while I have you here, before you go, so this is the tractor part. Remember, you get half a pack of the paper, a full bolt of the twine, and a full pack of the embellishments for this class, and you get to make one of each. For the, what did I put? For the Jolly Holly class, this is what you get to make. It's your box. Remember, I showed you how to make the box. Then you will make one of each of these cards. 1, 2, and where's the other one? The third card is missing. This one. Okay? So this is the other class. You get 3 cards and 1 3D projects. For this one, you receive a half a package of this beautiful paper, elegant paper, a full bolt of this ribbon, and a full pack of the berries embellishments. Okay, so the entire kit shipped to you with the tutorial and everything, or you can choose the 2 different classes, or just the tutorial. Okay, so that is all that I wanted to show you, and I will see you next week, or maybe before the end of the week I will come on to do a recap. But thank you so much. Look at this. Tonight we made these 2 projects. They're stinking cute. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Bye. Bye-bye.